We're in the middle of September and it's time for another gardening update. Let's go look around. The Volunteer Moon and Stars watermelon is sitting on a few fruit. The first one has mostly stars. The second one has a large moon. And there are a couple other ones after that have set on that are very small. One of those looks like it's going to have a large spot too. I'm not sure if some of these will make it, but only time will tell. The peppers are still doing great. This is one of my variegated ones. It's an F5. Here's another variegated type that's a little bit different, and it's getting a lot of peppers on it. I'm looking forward to seeing what these look like once they get ripe. These are also F5s, and these are growing to about 2 feet tall for the most part. I like the way that they have very heavy clusters of peppers at the tops. The one that I've been calling Odipino is getting taller than it did last year. This year it's about 3 feet tall, and it's getting quite a few peppers on it now. I even have a couple that are getting ripe that I'll be trying out soon to see what the heat level is. The ones that I've been calling Halloween and Midnight Apricot are also doing very well and have lots of peppers on those too. None of them are getting ripe yet, so it'll be interesting to see how those turn out. The parsley that I planted in the 5-gallon grow bag is doing very well still, as are the chives. I'll be transplanting some of those into the garden soon. That hollow log that I planted the petunias in is still hanging in there, and so are the project peppers that I have growing in the stackable pots. The Jimmy Nardello pepper is still pumping out the peppers, and I have some of those that are ready to pick now. The candy cane is also producing quite a few peppers, and the variegation on that has improved as the season went on. Next to that is the Buena Mulata, and it's always productive. The Oda has quite a few peppers that are ready to pick, and it seems like I'm always behind on my pepper harvesting, like on this Granica. I have at least a half a dozen of those that are ready. The blot pepper also has some ripe ones that are ready to pick, so I'll be picking some peppers very soon, and I'll have probably more than we need. I might just freeze a few of these. I'm not sure yet. Some of the black pearl hybrids didn't turn out as well as I thought they would, and some of those won't be carried forward. I'll be picking a few to save seeds from, but some of them did make the cut. These are some of the Oda crosses. These are F2s. So there's lots of variability in that project. Just beyond the Oda project peppers are some more of the black pearls. I still have a few zinnia flowers that are growing. I've saved quite a few seeds from these, and I'll be saving more seeds. Some of them are pretty neat looking, and some of them have been just a little bit disappointing, but I'll save the seeds from the ones I like, and the ones that I don't, I won't. Here are some of the F5 black pearl hybrids. Out of these 4 plants, I'm going to save seeds from 2 of them. One of them is upright, and the other's a pendant type. This is the one I'm saving seeds for the pendant type. I like the fact that this one's a shorter, slightly bushier plant. Here's a quick look at the fall stuff in the grow bags. We've already got some use out of some of these, and we'll be getting more use very soon. I'm trying to come up with a way to protect these from the weather just a little bit longer. These are right over next to some of the project peppers, and there's a look at some of those. Most of those are rejects, but I will save seeds from a few. Here is the Aconcagua pepper. It's got quite a few peppers that are ripening, and we're going to be using some of those in some stuffed peppers soon. Both the one in the ground and the one in the grow bag have done very well, so I'm very pleased with this pepper so far. As of right now, I plan to grow it again because it's done very well, and I expect it to do very well next year. Here's a look at some of the Aconcagua peppers that I harvested. All of these came from 2 plants. As you can see, they're very nice sized peppers, and I've already tried these, and I like the taste very well. It's a milder taste but does have some sweetness. I've been thinking of crossing this one to another type of pepper, but I haven't really made up my mind which yet. If you've got any ideas, feel free to share. The Ahi Kachucha, or the Ahi dulce pepper, took a long time to get going, but once it got going, it made up for lost time. It now has lots of ripe peppers on it and more ripening every day. I like this one a lot too. While I was out in the garden with the basket, I decided to go ahead and pick some of the Bundaberg Rumball tomatoes. This little tomato has produced quite a few tomatoes for us, and we just have the one plant, so I'm really happy with this. I did a taste test video of this tomato, so if you want to see that, I'll put a link down in the description. I badly neglected our Sun Gold cherry tomato, but it still put out quite a few tomatoes for us. I haven't really talked about the banana plants much this year, but the Musabash Jew is doing great as always, and is about 12 or maybe 13 feet tall now. It's getting up there. I also have a dwarf Orinoco that's doing fairly well. This will be my last try for this one if it doesn't make it through the winter. And in there amongst all the other plants, I have one Musa velutina that made it, and I'm hoping that can survive the winter because that was the only one that came up this spring. And here's a late addition to our garden. It's a Musa ornata, and I've never grown that one before, and I hope that can make it through the winter also. Even though we'll be in the upper 90s next week, fall is quickly approaching. Even though some of our sunflowers still look pretty good, we also have some that are dried up, and the birds are starting to move in and eat the seeds. Before you go, let us know how your garden's doing, and if you're just now finding this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.